So let's go with our first student today.
Now, because the company trades on the stock exchange or on the stock market, they present it as a per share basis, and they call it the intrinsic value. They call it what? They call it the intrinsic value. So say, for example, company ABC has an intrinsic value of $25. Now, the stock price is at 20. So they believe it's just a matter of time before the stock realizes its true intrinsic value.
So today, you can talk about use of AI in school. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Wait, always just depending on AI will not solve your problems for homework difficulties, unless if you're only using it in little different spots that you don't understand, but later on understand because of the AI kind of explaining, because it's doing the homework kind of for you, but at the same time now you know how it's done. So again, still depending on how you're using the AI and what you're using it for in school. So if you're using it to write homework, for example, I feel like it should not really be used to write the whole thing, because rather than using AI to depend on that, I'd rather suggest on asking your teacher, because that's why teachers are there. They're not just there to just give you the assignment or homework. They're there for a purpose. So instead of always relying on AI, also kind of rely on your teachers. Again, not too much, but to learn different new things.
All right, this is your first session, isn't it?
Yay!
Congratulations. Okay, whenever you're ready.
So the concept is called the triad, and it is a tool that allows you to manage your state regardless of what you're doing or what you're going through. So basically the triad, it's a triangle, okay? So picture a triangle. At the bottom, we have our physiology, which is the way that we manage our body. On one side, we have focus, which is what we're focusing on at the moment. And then on the other side, we have words and language. Now, the combination of those three give you your state at any current moment. Now, in order to make this concept a little bit clearer for you, I would love to take as an example this speech that I'm doing right now. So let's say I want to crush this speech, which is the truth. So for my physiology, would you think it would be more effective if I'm standing straight or if I'm slouching? Would you think it'd be better if I'm looking straight at you like I am right now, smiling with energy?
Gastown's one of the most beautiful neighborhoods in Vancouver, one of the prettiest neighborhoods in Canada, maybe. And this is a historic road with cobblestone streets and old-fashioned, lamp posts and a lot of shopping and coffee shops and great food. So that'll be the first thing I'll recommend you do. Sagar, walk through Gastown. The next thing would be serenity. So there's a beautiful Chinese garden called the Dr. Sun Yat-sen Garden, and it's absolutely stunning. You can go in, there's beautiful ponds and koi fish and Japanese maples, and I'll give you a tip. There's a free side and a side you have to pay $20 to go in.
Queue to take pictures because there were people already waiting to take pictures on top of the bridge. So we took turns to take pictures and videos. It's huge, it's beautiful.
When it comes to financials, that's fine. So what am I doing with my life now? I'm coming up with my own program. I want to be a coach, and I think Aura is as well. And so with my coach, as the 73-year-old, I think I'm unique because I'm not on any medications. I've looked after my health and my physiology, and my physiology has changed through my training with Tony Robbins. It's so exciting. That's why it was on my list last year that I needed to retire myself within 6 months and be the CEO of my own business. So that's what I'm trying to create at the moment.
And if we think about time, nobody has time. Trust me. We never have time, but we have to create time. I mean, if something is important to us, we create time. If my favorite series come on Netflix, a brand new season of something, I will create those 4 hours to watch that series. So it's about what is your priority. If it is hurting you in some way, you'll find time to come over it. I really don't believe sometimes that when people say I don't have 5 minutes a day, which is you're shooting your 5-minute video, and then not having 1 hour a week, which is like coming to this session. So at some point, the fear gets out of the way. It dissipates because you're doing it enough number of times. So very quickly, I'll ask my students a question. So maybe this can help you people to get out of their own way. So what would you say somebody who's on the fence of joining the...
So what you may have observed is that there's a specific skill set that we are practicing each week. And then what's amazing is right now I'm on week 7 and things have really shifted and transformed for me. And so what Sagar is trying to encourage me now, it's not so much just the techniques, but it's actually stepping into a new identity. And so I was a little shy when he was asking me, how are you feeling? And I would never say I was a 10 because I'd always say I'm a 7, I'm an 8. I'm very humble that way. There's always room for improvement, but I have to step into, I am a leader. I've got something of value to offer. So I'm a 10. And that's what I'm working on right now. It's so much more than like the skill set is important, but now stepping into the identity is the next level for me.
You should see my first video. I was reading the whole thing. Like I knew what I was thinking. I knew what I wanted to say, but I didn't know how to get it out. And just that consistency. And if I may quote Tony Robbins, just one more just for a second, just think of your why. Why do you want to do it? So what's the reason? What do you like? What makes you move? To me, is my daughter. I have a picture of her like right behind. And that's what's helping me speak because I don't want anything to stop me. I don't want to have fears. And this is a huge fear for me, believe it or not. So think of that and that will move you to do whatever. Just focus on your why and it happens. And again, the consistency, just doing it every day. By the 5th day, it kind of flows.
I mean, you have to surrender to the process. You can't come and say, you know what, this don't feel natural to me. I mean, what he's asking me, I have to go now out of my comfort zone. Man, you have to go out of your comfort zone because what you're trying to achieve is far from your current identity. Don't be so attached to the current self that you don't give the future version a chance. So following instruction is also an art. I think everybody need to do that. If you're getting in the program, know that you're going to get challenged. It's not going to be easy cakewalk, just the way you are today, because I'm going to push you for doing more.
So I've made some very big improvements since I've started attending these classes. And one of those main achievements were body language. When I gave presentations at school, I used to walk around kind of nervous, but now I've grown out of that habit. So it's been a very big achievement because I used to practice walking around. It's been a habit, so now I've grown out of it.
So guys, as you see, it's all about being consistent, putting in the reps, putting in the work. Yes, just like going to the gym, first few weeks will be painful, muscles gonna be sore, but eventually you'll get used to it.